Everyone, this is Shravani. Welcome to my channel NCERT MATC. In the previous video, we discussed some questions of English mock test from the official website of CTET, and the video's link will be provided in the description box. You can go through the link. And in this video, we'll be covering the remaining questions. And if you have not yet liked, share and subscribe my channel, please do like, share and subscribe and encourage me. Number 6, language teacher asked students to collect flowers to make a flower scrapbook. She also asked them to write the name of each flower in their language and in English. This activity will help to promote. Here the language teacher asked the students to make a flower scrapbook by collecting some flowers, and she also asked them to write the name of each flower in their language and also in the English. So what is the intention of the teacher to give this activity in the classroom? Multilingualism. Multilingualism means using more than two languages. Using more than two languages is called multilingualism. And love for nature means developing concern or love or care towards the nature. Language across the curriculum means language is used in all the subjects and helps the student to learn the language in the different context. So that is language across the curriculum. And integration of subject means content of one subject is applied in the other subject. For example, mathematics is used in science to solve the problem. So that is integration of subject. So here from this question we will come to know that the teacher main intention is to promote multilingualism. Why? Because the teacher asked the students to write name of each flower in their language and also in the English, so that the multilingualism, nothing but the use of more than one language will be promoted in the classroom, and the option A is the right answer. Question number 7. As per Stephen Krashen, the effective language teacher is someone who can provide input and help make it dash in a lower anxiety situation. A. Fluent. B. Easier. C. Grammatical. D. Comprehensible. Stephen Krashen is an American linguistic. He is an American linguistic and he is also the co-founder of Natural Approach. He is also the co-founder of Natural Approach, and he also gave the theory related to the language acquisition, second language acquisition. The main intention of the Stephen Krashen is that he says that the learner should acquire the second language the same as the first language. How easily the learner is acquiring the first language, in the same way the person should acquire the second language according to the Stephen Krashen. So he says that the effective teacher will be someone who can provide input and help the children to learn anything in a, or help the children to, or make the children to understand. Understand means comprehensible in a lower anxiety situation, not making children anxious while learning. So it is not fluent or easier or grammatical. The input should be comprehensible and in a lower anxiety situation according to the Stephen Krashen. Number 8. In a language classroom, teacher asks the students to write down the directions for reaching your home from school. When students have written down the directions, they will then present their directions in pairs to each other. This activity will help to increase A. their CALP, cognitive academic language proficiency. B. their BICS, basic interpersonal communication skills. C. the integration of language with science. D. their directional sense, which a student often confuses. Here, the language teacher asks the students to write down the directions. First, the students will write down the directions for reaching their school from their home. Then, after writing, they will present their directions in pairs to each other. This activity will help to increase CALP. CALP means nothing but it is the ability to express both orally and in the written form. Orally and in the written form, that comes under CALP. Means what are the discussions that we are doing in the classroom comes under CALP. And B, their BICS. BICS means nothing but the language that is necessary for the day-to-day living, including the conversation which we are doing with our friends, and also the informal conversation comes under the BICS. The normal conversation all comes under BICS. Okay, BICS means all the normal conversation. Here in the name itself is there, it is interpersonal. Interpersonal means nothing but conversation with one another. And integration of language with science. Integration means the content of one subject is used in the other subject. D, the their directional sense which a student often confuses. The main aim of the teacher is to develop or to increase their CALP. I have already said you that CALP means nothing but the discussions that we are doing in the classroom, and the ability to express or understand the oral and the written forms to succeed in the school, that comes under CALP. So option A is the right answer. Question number 9. Communicative language teaching method in English lays stress on giving opportunity to learners to participate in a purposeful talk in a classroom as it promotes. We know that communicative language teaching method is the best method, and its main intention is to give opportunity to the learners to participate in a purposeful talk. Not simply, it will provide situations to the students or the learners so that they will be doing discussion over that, so that they will promote A, to encounter with real life situations. B, the use of mother tongue freely in the classroom. C, learners to minimize spellings and grammatical errors. D, their written expression in the classroom. The main intention of CLT or the communicative language teaching method is not to express in the written form, or not to minimize the spelling or the grammatical errors, or not to use the mother tongue. The name itself mentions that it gives importance to the communication, and here its main intention is to promote the learners to encounter with the real life situation. So here in CLT, the children will be provided with the situations, and the children will be doing discussion the situation, so that whenever the situation comes in the real life, they will be using or able to face the situation easily. So option A is the right answer. Question number 10. Which one of the following activities comes under CALP? CALP full form is Cognitive Academic Language Proficiency. Option A, making reservations. B, answering calls. C, writing book reviews. D, making an appointment for a salon. Here, CALP means nothing but it is an ability to understand and express in both the written and the oral modes. So, whatever the discussions we are doing in the classroom or the official discussions, all comes under the CALP. Here, the reservation, making reservation, comes under the informal discussion. So, it comes under BICS. It comes under BICS, and answering calls also comes under BICS, because it is the normal conversation we are doing with the other people, and it is informal. And writing a book review, this activity comes under the CALP, because here the person should be able to use both the oral and the written mode while doing the book review. So here book review comes under CALP, and it is a formal thing. And option D, making an appointment for a salon. Here, making for an appointment also comes under BICS, because it comes under the informal interactions. So, option C is the right answer. Writing book reviews. Here, this comes under formal or the official discussions. I hope you enjoyed the session, and if you have not yet liked, share and subscribe my channel, please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.